Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. So this is the part 2. This is some updated information from the stream because there is some discrepancies between the stream and what these notes said and also the skill sets that were shown. So I want to make sure that everyone knows exactly what's up. I don't know, just to clarify, so you don't look for this, I don't know what the new spells do. We are not given that. We have not been told that. I will have a video out as soon as I know, so be watching for that. It will be in the title of the video. So if you're not interested in that, don't watch this. But if you want to know more about the portrait, about writers, about kind of some ideas about what the skills do, as well as a change in 2 of the dragons, to keep watching. All right, so let's go and start. All right, shout out to For Science. He is the one who took the live stream notes because the Facebook live stream notes were different from what was said previously. So, okay. So, looks awesome. And also, yes, the egg token bonus. It's going to be its own branch at the original cost without the bit before the split. So, basically, you're going to be able to get. So, let's say you don't want to try and get the dragon that the egg token line is on, right? Because if you go to it right now, you'll notice that it splits. But the previous way you had to go through all that part of the line before it splits, as on top of the little line, the smaller line after it split. So now it's saying it's only going to be that smaller line instead of that line before it splits, basically. So it's cheaper. All right, what I'm getting, okay, I know that's complicated, but what I'm saying is it's going to be cheaper, all right, if you only are going to look for the egg token bonus. All right, so prizes are subject to change. Some are placeholders, we were told. So the new sigil currency is called Wintertide Sigils. 5 dragons, hidden, legendary, warrior, and mythic. The mythic should be a hunter. Okay? Should be a hunter. There's no Nigeria or Anuba type dragons. There's not that extra rotating branch that we had previously. Alright? So keep that in mind. When you're trying to decide what dragon you want to go for, they're not going to have those. So it's only going to be those 5. Now this is cool. Alright? This is cool. 2 dragon riders. They'll have their own release later on, shortly after the start, and they'll each have gear of different elements, though we don't know which ones yet. So basically what this means is, if you don't know how riders work, I'm going to do a full video on riders probably tomorrow or today. Basically the way they work is, you can put any rider on any type of dragon that is in the seasons, right? You can put Grog on hunters, warriors, or sorcerers, but you can't put his armor on anything but dark element dragon. So if you look at the dragon, near its name in the top, if you have its info open, you'll see this little hexagon, I think it is, and it has some type of pattern in it. And that tells you what type of element it is. So what this means is most likely we're going to see different elements beyond dark, is my guess. So I don't know. We don't know exactly what that means just yet, but I'm going to assume it means probably not dark. I believe there are 5 elements. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the total cost of the dragon branch is still 25k sigils, and they'll be doing more customized dragon runes. More customized dragon runes. I really hope that means Talon Shriek, Shrieking Talons, and the other runes that are on the other dragons as well. But please don't, I don't necessarily agree with just putting runes. I think they should have glyphs as well, because glyphs are so hard to find. And, you know what I'm saying, the only way to get some good glyphs, normally for most players, is through the Divine tier. So, unless you're in Diamond and, getting these legendary glyphs every single event, you know what I'm saying, it's really hard to get that. So, we'll see. There are the same number of prizes between stones, but more condensed between garnet and obsidian. So, okay. Same number between stones, but more condensed between... I really don't understand what that means, but okay. Okay. So the first portrait shows up earlier in the branch. So if you want the first version, you can get it cheaper. I think that's a good bonus, because they saw that people liked to get certain dragons for their portrait, and that's it. So I think, they're listening. They're listening to something, at least, and now they're free. Now, when I think they're saying it's free, it means you don't have to pay sigils for it, you just get it. But you have to pay sigils to get up to the point where you can get it, is my understanding. And it's only the first version, not the full version. And I'll show you the first, the versions, the changing of it in a moment. But, okay, that's kind of nice, to be honest. There'll also be epic runes, and then 3 tiers: epic, legendary, and rate. Epic, legendary, rage will all be the same type of rune. Epic, legendary, and mythic, maybe? I think he means mythic. Hopefully he doesn't. I mean, unless rage is like a brand new tier of rune, which I'd be down for, but I doubt that's what he's talking about. And there's some additional explanation on how prize claiming works, but it seems pretty straightforward. Or the fun banter. All right, General Dragon stuff. The legendary max attack power is 1,209 million. Dragons will be different elements this year. They'll be posting those details later on. All right, that's cool. I mean, at least it's not all dark, right? I actually was considering putting a dark totem on my base instead of my current ice one, because of how many Necrixes, Trimarachs, kind of a Nuba, a little bit. So I think that would be interesting. See, legendaries will also evolve up to Obsidian Mythic power. So that's why, because we were debating, hey, like, new tier, because it only maxes out at 1,000, like 89 million or something at legendary for Obsidian. So apparently it goes up to mythic instead. So that's good. So PG Coffee wants these dragons to be true to the core of their class. How I don't understand how. Okay, I mean, extract essence for. Okay, I mean, alright, whatever. So it has a team that. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I was told by PG Crisis that I might be able to do an interview with a admin or a developer. So if you have any questions, message me in game. They have to be serious. Like, if it's a joke or whatever, I'll delete the email. But if you want like actual serious questions about certain things in the game that you want a dev to answer, message me. If you're still watching, then it's perk for you. If you've stopped watching, then you won't know that I just said you stopped watching because you aren't watching. That's kind of redundant, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Anyway, so we have extra miscellaneous. All right, PG Coffee has a team that to make runes more effective and expedite the release of new runes sometime in 2018, which is kind of cool. So, expedite more effective and expedite the release of new runes for sometime in 2018. Now, 2018 is a full year. When it says sometimes, it can mean literally it could be a year from now, right? I hope it isn't. Because please, I might not even be playing in a year from now. But I really hope that they take into consideration how many times people have been asking for new runes. Please, PG, think about that. Please get it out ASAP. It's been way too long since we had a rune update. And I'm definitely going to be talking about runes if I do end up being able to do the interview. Alright, so let's talk about Avox. There is a change in the spells. So, Cloak is apparent in level 1. Talon Frenzy is level 1. It's a new spell. We don't know what those are yet. We will know about it next week, early next week. So that should be either Monday or Tuesday. And then you have Healing Mark, and then Ice to Resist, not Dark Flak Resist. It's confirmed, alright? It's not Dark Flak Resist, it's Ice Turret. So this is literally, quite literally, Borgin. Just instead of Thunderbolt, it's Talon Frenzy. So, think about it like Borgin, just like that. And you can see right here, here's the differences between the portraits. It's kind of hard to see. It's not good, quality, but you get the gist, right? It starts with all red, then you add slowly the gold and all that jazz. Then you got Equester, he's a sorcerer. Lightning Familiar, new. Apparently this is supposed to mean, a dragon that's similar to, the way, what's his name? That works. So you see the little passive. Any yellow spell is a passive, guys. If you look to the far left, it's kind of like Apathet's Shadow. So if it's like Apathet's Shadow, that's pretty strong, to be honest, especially since it's getting a buff soon anyway. But it's a new spell, so I think it's a little bit different. Same concept, just a little bit different. These little spell icons are just placeholders until they get the final release. Okay. Then you have Thunderbolt. Now, red in the image, but it was white on Borgin. So again, we will know for sure later this week. But for now, it sounds like it should be good. It might be white. I really hope it is. If it is, then at least we have a white spell on him. If it isn't, then it's not as amazing, but it's whatever. All right, so level 10 is Extract Essence. I already talked about that. And then Lightning Resist. They'll be asked to fly Accessor. And then here's this portrait. Honestly, if I get it, I will keep it at the first one. Like the first iteration. Because it looks cool. This looks weird. I don't know why, but it just does in my opinion. I don't necessarily like it a lot. I rather have the first one. If you want to see the first iteration of it, then you can check out my first video. So, yeah, that's that. Leos, alright? Or Leos, or whatever. Same thing. Bonus / discount dragon. Lion's Rage is apparently a passive. Now, people are debating on maybe it's an increase in rage generation and DPS, damage per second, which is kind of like Moonfang's passive as well. It increases his rage generation based on his DPS, but people are saying it might be an increase in both. If that's the case, that would be really cool, but we don't know. Again, it's a new spell. Blazing Shield, obviously Explosive Shield runes won't work. I know that will be asked 20 million times. It won't work, alright? It won't work. So let's get that clear. It won't work, alright? But yeah, we don't know what that is. Again, we'll find out. New, looks like Fire Shield on Abrex, but red. So maybe a Fire Shield. It'd be interesting. But, you know, we'll see. Dark Flak resist and Fire Turret resist. If that was an Ice Turret resist, this guy would be such a tank. Fire Turrets, honestly, at higher levels don't do anything. It's free rage for me. But, you know, it's still whatever. So, and then here is the portrait. Oh my goodness, guys, it looks so good. Honestly, if this was a guy, I would honestly use it. I just like having it, like, my gender or whatever, because it just, you know, it's whatever. But this looks cool. It changes color. The bow. So you could literally use it on any of them, and it would still look cool. Like, that's cool. I really hope the other Warriors portrait is good, because I'm going to go for them all this season. So hopefully that's cool, but we'll see. Either way, that is the updated notes for the dragons as of right now. We will know more in a couple days. Definitely be watching out, as well as, again, do not message XONSimusX online. That is not me. My account got hacked. So if you email him stuff that you don't want people to see, people are going to see. We're trying to get it back. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.